today's show on the Lunar Cycle. Have you ever seen the moon on the clear night sky?
If you have observed the moon carefully, you would have seen that it doesn't look the same on all night. On some night, the moon is big and round, and on other, it is a thin slick of light in the sky. Have you ever wondered why the moon looks different every night? You will be surprised to know that the way our moon looks to us, it is not as much about the moon as it is about the sun, and the earth state isn't. It's let's understand how the moon array has a predicate.
Sharp like a basketball, but in that away look that's made to us, we away she actually view of the moon. Some of the time, that help is lit by the sun and we see, lit at other time, is lit by the sun and all, and we can see is most of the time depends of the moon. What we see is partially lit by the sun and partially shadow. The moon looks different to us, depends one way is in orbit. Remember, the moon reflects around the earth one every 29 days, is afterwards one a month, as the month moves around our earth. We see a reflex pass of the lit by the sun. When the moon is on one side of the earth and the sun is on the other, we see one half of the moon that is beat with sunlight.
This moon is called the full moon because we see a full round circle each of the position of the moon in orbit.
A name let's look at what there are when left-hand half of the moon is lit by the sun. It is called a crescent. When more than half of the moon is lit by the sun, it is called a gift-less waxing. Gift-less indicates the part of the moon that is lit and going very waning. Gift-less is the part of the moon that is lit and shrinking. Dash on what we just learned. Let's look at the different phases of the moon. There are 8 phases and all view now.
Its point is back of the moon. The lunar cycle begins with the new moon.
That's way the moon is not visible from the west. This is because the half of the moon that faces away from the eastern is lit and we only see the last half during the waxy crest. Change crest begin to see a way small half of the moon lit by the sun, but moon of is lit still shadow in the first quarter. First only one of half of the moon is visible from the eastern is because the light half of the moon as palace and the safe light of the moon is still shadow in the waxy Gisborne first mod half of the moon as palace the by you see a very Gisborne moon. You know that few moon is just a few days.
Away during the full moon phase, the moon is on one side of the earth and the sun is on the other. The sun illuminates the half of the face the earth directly, and the moon looks like a full round circle. In the waning gibbon phase, the other half of the moon is lit by the sun, and we see it looking like a little rectangle, a whole circle. The waning gibbon moon looks like it is sinking, doesn't it? But it is not. In the third quarter phase, the red half of the moon appears and the right side of the moon appears dark. During the waning crescent phase, the moon looks like a crescent. This moon signals the beginning of a new cycle and means that you will see the new moon in a few days.
Here is a quick quiz on the lunar cycle. You need to identify the phases of the lunar cycle based on picture.
On the moon, you see on screen. That is correct. That's completed. Our show. You will now be able to recognize all the phases of the moon. If you are interested in space and planets, you may want to try this special project, or you want just down the idea. If you want to give it a try, you need a notebook, paper, or the printer. If you have one, a pencil and clear night sky, to observe on the paper write the date and the brief description of the moon. You see then draw a picture of the moon. You see always start with a round circle and use your pencil the shape in the path that is shadow and lit by the sun. Then see what you find out. If you do this for 29 days, you will have witnessed entire lunar cycle start to finish. Good luck.
I know it breaks your heart. Move to the